desperate for help after he says Rhode Island Hospital told him to leave.
For the past 80 days, Stephen was getting the help he needed at Rhode Island Hospital. But after Stephen violated his care plan by ordering pizza, Stephen said the hospital told him he can no longer stay. Stephen's father says taking his son home will be a death sentence, so the two men say they'll continue to drive until they find a place that can help.
I just don't know where to turn to. I called everybody you can think of in the state of Rhode Island, and nobody can help me.
So he got kicked out of the hospital in his home state. I think he's from like New York or New Jersey or something. But anyway, he was in the hospital in Rhode Island, gets kicked out because he ordered pizza. This dude just does not follow rules, wants to keep eating, wants to do whatever he wants at all times.
Stephen Assanti is being transported to my care in Houston right now, and I'm not sure what to expect. From what I understand, he suffers from severe psychological issues that make it problematic to treat him. So he's going to be a unique case.
This looks really yummy.
This guy just wants attention and dopamine and doesn't want to work to get it. He just wants to eat to get his dopamine, wants to make stupid ass videos thinking people are going to watch him. He'll just do anything for attention. He's like sitting here spreading oatmeal cream pie, and you know he's going to eat it after, right? He's going to get those little, he's going to eat it after. There's no way he's letting that food go to waste. There's not been 1 calorie in this man's life that has ever gone to waste.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna need help.
Dude, this is so sad. How do you let your body get to the point where your legs look like this? Like it literally looks like elephantitis type shit. Just because you cannot stop eating. Food addiction is insanely real and it's crazy. And I'm actually surprised watching this show. Out of like all the episodes I watched, he was the only one that had an opiate addiction. Going in the hospitals, you get painkillers, and then when you're this big, you have like a lot of excuses to be like, I'm in pain, and they'll just believe you, so you can just keep getting them, like carte blanche or whatever you call it. And throughout watching all the seasons, he was the only one, I think, that had an opiate addiction, and I'm really surprised because these people have addiction issues with food, and I'm surprised not more of them get a painkiller addiction because they're in and out of hospitals all the time, and they have like the best excuse. They're just like, my stomach hurts or my leg hurts, or because they have like lymphedema, and I'm pretty sure that shit hurts. I think I watched like 5 seasons or something, and to my recollection, I don't remember anyone else who had an opiate addiction. But if you guys have watched my 600 Pound Life and you remember someone who did, leave it in the comments.
They can't.
Oh my God, look at that.
I've been in the hospital now for a little over a month, and it hasn't been too bad. It's hard, but it feels good to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Thank you. So for the most part, I'm feeling really good.
You're getting morphine every 5 minutes. Of course you feel good.
But there have been some frustrating moments that have been harder for me to deal with. Mostly how long it takes for people to respond to the call button. My lunch is awfully late. Oh, he just left just now. All right, so it should be here then. Okay, thank you. I get frustrated sometimes. That's what's going on. I'm not trying to be mean. Trust me, I'm not.
I'll be okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
This dude treats the hospital like it's a freaking motel, dude. Like, my wife is a nurse, and they get really annoyed if you just are like treating them like they're hotel employees. Like, can you get me this? Can you get me that? Can you get me this? Like, yeah, they're gonna help you get your things or whatever, but if you're hitting the call light like every 10 minutes for like stupid crap that you can either do on your own or like your family member can help you out with, that's not why the nurses are there. They're there for medical care, not to like give you a massage or like change the TV channel. Oh my God, that's the worst. Sometimes my wife will have patients call her in just to help them change the TV channel, and or like help them find a show. Not even like she'll show them how to use it, and she's like, they'll be like, can you just flip through till we find something? And she's like, the remote's here. You can use a remote, okay? It's the same as at home.
At my call button, I know that a bing goes off, and there's a blinking green light. So they know when I'm waiting and when they're taking too long.
They know when you're waiting. Dude, they have other patients, Steven. You're not the only dude in the hospital. They are busy all the time. Nurses are super busy. Not like doctors. I don't know. I'm pretty sure doctors are busy too, but nurses are just always going, doing busy work. They have to do like checks on people. They got to check blood pressure. They got to hand out medications and hospitals. Most hospitals have like one nurse will have like 6 patients, and that's a lot to keep up with all day. So you and your little call light, because you want them to like push your cart 3 feet closer to you, is not that important, and it can wait.
Should really respond faster, but they don't. I am calling for the nurse. I need to inform her of something.
Look at her. She's like, oh God, what does he want?
I'm calling for my pain medicine, my nurse.
Your nurse?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me tell her.
These people are really, really, really getting on my last nerve. It's very frustrating how long I have to wait for everything. Come on. I have to call them and check on things, or nothing happens. Hey, honey.
You don't have to call and check on it. They didn't forget. They know what you need.
Thank you, nurse. I do express myself if I feel
You
like...
see him get high right there? Like, I had an opiate addiction, and I know exactly what it's like. And, like, as soon as they push that, you could just see it wash into his eyes. He's like, thank you, nurse. That feels so good.
It's not right. I'm gonna point it out and say it's not right, you know?
Can you imagine spending 3 months in the hospital and all you do is sit in that bed? I'm sure they probably told him he had to walk around at some point, but I don't even say. He was so big when he got there, he couldn't wear clothes. He's literally been like naked for 3 months. And usually when Dr. Now has them in the hospital, it's because they're on a restricted diet plan, usually like 1,000 calories a day. They like kind of overdo it with how little calories they give him. So no wonder he snuck in a pizza to his last hospital and got kicked out.
I tried to stay on my best behavior for the past month. I know I'm still having my bad days, and the hospital isn't happy about that. But it's ridiculous what I have to do to get people to respond around here.
We're starting to develop some issues with Steven. Over the past month, a lot of his...
Look at this. He's like a child. He's got his little stuffed animals. He's constantly looking at his iPad. Earlier when he made the call to the cafeteria, he didn't even put down his iPad as he made the call. He just is always on it like a little kid.
Pathological behavior started to come out. He's become abusive to hospital staff, and he expects everybody to wait on him hand and foot.
I need somebody in my room immediately. I have been waiting. I want this light off.
He thinks
Look at that, dude. Are you kidding me? You're going to treat the hospital staff like that? I need someone in my room immediately, and then as soon as they walk in, I want this light off. Get your fat ass off the fucking bed and click the button, dude. We saw you stand up when you got here, so we know you're capable of standing up, you lazy fuck.
it should revolve around him like a child does. And that is not acceptable behavior. Steven,
Hey.
how are you today?
Okay, how are you?
All right, so you seem like you have an issue getting along with hospital staff, and I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
At times, you know, I sometimes I get frustrated. I tell them, if I act like a kid, I want you to treat me like a kid.
He wants to be treated like a kid. All he wants is attention. He acts like a little baby, and he's like 33 freaking years old, dude. I cannot imagine sitting in a hospital just like, he couldn't care less if he ever left. He loves it there. People wait on him hand and foot. He gets pain medication. They just bring him food, and he gets to sit on his iPad all day. That's all he wants to do in life. This is the best resort he has ever been to, and he does not want to leave ever.
How old are you?
I'm 33 years old.
So it's time for you to grow up. It seems like this nurses are getting agitated with your behavior. I don't know what particularly is, but you need to work on that too.
Everybody has feelings.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad you...
Dr. Now, dude. He's the best. He's just like, yeah, that's true. Everybody has feelings. And I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to explain to you that your behavior is unacceptable. and you can't treat the nurses like garbage. And I don't give a shit about your stupid little feelings. You can just say something obvious like everyone has feelings. No shit, dude.
Realize that. Let me put it in plain thing. It came from up north, but this is Texas.
Yes, it is.
You're going to have to shape up in Texas and behave like people here. All right?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear of this issue again.
Yes.
And if I do, then this is going to be a very different conversation.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
You gotta be respectful in Texas. I'm pretty sure you gotta be respectful everywhere. Nobody would put up with this. He even got kicked out of the last hospital in Rhode Island. Doesn't matter if you're in the east, the west, the south. Nobody would put up with this bullshit. Acting like a freaking 700-pound 7-year-old.
Thank you, Dr. Nazada. Then Mario. Thank you.
Okay. At this point, Stephen is having a behavioral problem, but at the meantime, he's very sick and he needs a medical help. And we're not gonna, that's it, Stephen. But
Dude, literally goes in there, tells me he needs to behave, quit hitting the call light so much, all this stuff. Comes out, does an interview in front of the camera, lights going off immediately. Kid can't even wait until the dude's out of the building to start acting like a little kid again.
we'll continue to treat him, but if he doesn't show some change in his behavior, then we will be unable to continue his treatment in the hospital. So it's his choice.
What's up? What you need?
Henry,
Henry for...
because I need to talk to him for a sec.
Okay, because you just pushed it 10 minutes.
Look how annoyed he looks when she says, "You need Henry? What do you need Henry for?" And he's like, I need to speak to him for a second. Like, don't get annoyed at her because she's asking you what you need. And whoever the hell Henry's probably the only nurse that like doesn't get annoyed with him. So he wants Henry to come in because Henry probably just gives him whatever he wants. As soon as Henry comes in and he wants pain meds, he's like, "I'll go get you pain meds, dude, because I don't want to hear your fucking complaining for 10 seconds. So I'm getting your pain meds." And that's why he wants Henry, I bet.
I need to talk to Henry.
Okay.
They took my tray somewhere because my table's a mess in my yard. Is my tray still out there?
Yeah, I think I saw it in the station.
What the hell? This is so annoying. Did someone bring in my tray? Are you serious?
After Dr.
Are you serious? You can't even stand up to get your little call light? I know you can stand up, dude. You weren't wheeled into the hospital.
and talked to him, Stephen didn't change at all. He keeps bothering, he keeps calling.
Damn it! Are they serious? I hit that by an accident because I don't feel good, you know what I'm saying? You know that.
I never seen any.
Why does he have to explain to everyone every 2 seconds that he doesn't feel good? And also, he for sure hit that pee over on purpose because he was upset that everyone wasn't like sucking his dick and they were like getting annoyed with him. Everyone was visibly annoyed as soon as they walked in the room with him. And he threw a little tantrum as soon as they left and just like poured his pee all over the place.
Patient like Stephen, he asking for pain medicine every 15 minutes, and then he spilled urine on the floor.
I'm just really upset, okay?
Stephen, what's going on with your behavior? You got a whole host of complaints from the nurses that you need to change your behavior. You haven't.
I know that, and I apologize for it.
Apology mean.
Look how high he is, dude. Every time, like 90% of the clips on here, he's so high and you can tell.
Nothing. You come here for help, and at this point, there's nothing I can do to help you. So you're done here.
I've been doing good and everything, please.
And unless you have an emergency,
He said, "I've been doing good and everything, please." You haven't been doing good at all. All you do is sit there and freaking ask for pain meds and treat everyone like shit. What do you mean doing good? What part? What have you been doing good, Steven? You little crybaby. Now he's going to throw a tantrum like a little freaking crybaby so he can stay in the hospital and get his pain meds. But Dr. Now ain't going to put up with the dude because Dr. Now drops the hammer. He don't play games, Dr. Now. He gets shit done right now, not later.
you will not be admitted back.
I've been good. I swear I apologize to everybody.
If you want to stay in the program, you need to find a place.
He apologized to everyone. He literally treats him like shit, and then 2 seconds later, once they give him his like pain meds or his fucking cupcake or whatever, he's like, I'm sorry, you know I don't feel good. I get frustrated. Can't even pronounce frustrated. And he's 33. Frustrated. Get the fuck out of here. I'm frustrated with you, Steven.
Say, because you're not staying here anymore. So your father need to set you up somewhere else.
But I don't have anywhere else to live.
If you say you have nowhere at all, I will have you drop in homeless shelter in a few minutes. You are finished.
Can I please have another chance?
No. Your behavior at this point dictate that nobody can help you in here.
Please, I want to.
Steve, there is no room for negotiation in here. This is not going to be tolerated by anybody.
I'll do anything for another shot.
You want to help, you don't abuse people around you. And you call your dad. Come pick you up.
Can you call him?
Very well. We call.
Dude, this dude has never been told no in his life. That is why he's 700 pounds, because when he was a kid, his fucking dad probably just gave him whatever he wants, and as soon as he started to cry a little or whatever, like his dad tried to say no, and then he starts crying a little, please, I'll do anything for another box of Hostess cupcakes and 1 box of Twinkies, Dad. No, Steven, I told you, you can't have more Twinkies. You're already 48 pounds heavier than all your classmates. But Dad, I'll eat 1 more box and then I'll stop, I swear. And then Dad's like, fine, I don't want to hear you cry anymore, Steven. But now, Dr. Now's staring at this freaking snuffleupagus, sitting in a bed, be like, please, anything for 1 more shot. He's like, dude, why are you crying? You're 33 years old, and you're crying to another grown man because you want to stay in this hotel. Are you even thinking about how much money this hospital stay is costing your dad who is broke? No, because all you care about is yourself and all the pleasure. You want to get high, you want to eat whatever you want, you want to lay in bed all day, you want to get all your dopamine from your freaking iPad. Who plays an iPad that much? Like, I see a lot of grown men play Call of Duty and crap, which is kind of weird, but I never see a grown man sit on his iPad so much. You know who sits on their iPad that much? My 7-year-old little brother. Even then, not that much. But I see other little kids, like little infants, on their iPad that much. Anyway, I'm glad I found this video because I've been thinking about it for a long time. Stephen Assanti was the worst patient of all time in my 600-pound life history. And by the way, he's 700-pound plus. And yeah, anyway, I did find another clip, so I will react to that one next, whether you like it or not. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a comment. Hit the smash button. What a dumbass. Hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell. And yeah, watch another one of our videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.
Dude, you gotta watch this video.